we will be available to you also later on, just for catching up if something was not clear or if you missed something. Okay, so we start with the presentation, and we divided the presentation into two macro categories. The first one is a bit explanation on the city of Torino, and in the second part we will focus a bit deeper into Politécnico di Torino. We decided to give you both aspects of the university and the city because we think that they are interconnected. So maybe a decision to go abroad can be made based on the city, on the university, a mixture of both. So we want to give you a full overview of what can be Torino and what can be Politécnico di Torino. We start with Torino. So you see approximately where we are. We are in the northwest of Italy. We are pretty much in the middle of Europe, and thanks to that, it is very easy to reach the city. If it is not for direct flights, it is very easy to reach Torino thanks to the closeness to 2 or 3 major international airports. So maybe you fly to Munich, to Frankfurt, to Amsterdam, or to Paris, and then it is just 1 hour, 1 hour and 45 minutes flight to Torino. So it's very, very easy to reach Torino, and then from Torino to visit Europe and the rest of the world. Also, inside Italy, Torino is very well connected to the other cities. So thanks to the high-speed train, it's very easy to reach Rome, to reach Naples, and in less than 6 hours, you can cross the country from north to south. Then we're going to give you some reasons for choosing Torino. The first one is the fact that Torino is still a low-cost city. Of course, we have been affected by the economical crisis. We cannot say that the economical crisis didn't have any impact on the lifestyle in Torino, but still we can say that compared to other metropolitan cities, the cost of living is quite affordable. That's why we have a very good transportation system that allows you to go back and forth to all the corners of the city without having your personal means of transport. The transportation reaches all the key points of the city. The apartment rent is still cheaper than other metropolitan cities, and also we have in the city the biggest food market in Europe, and it is an added value because you can find lots of food, also international food, and we have South American students that really appreciate this market because they find lots of fruits and vegetables and things that they had at their home countries, so it is very, very appreciated, and the prices, of course, is market price and not like grocery store price. You also have some pictures just to have an idea of what we are describing you. Here you have on the top the 2 railway stations, the main railway stations in the city. And on the lower part of the screen, you have the market on your right and one of the tram on your left. Talking about the monthly cost of living, we estimate approximately 600 and 800 euros per month. And this amount of money includes all the expenses that you may have. Of course, what can have a higher impact on your monthly budget is the accommodation, because of course there are different solutions from private apartments to shared rooms. And this range is what has an impact on the rent, because of course a private apartment is more expensive than a shared bedroom. Second reason for choosing Torino is the fact that it is a people-oriented city. The city is less chaotic than other metropolitan cities. There are lots of green spaces, parks and green areas inside the city center. So if you want to have a break and to breathe some fresh air, be surrounded by trees, it is very easy to find these places. Torino is also a city full of cultural and architectural heritage because it was the first capital of Italy when Italy was unified. Italy was also a monarchy until 1946. So there were also lots of buildings that reminded the era in which Italy was a monarchy, especially because the royal families was originally from our region. So Torino and our region contains lots of castles, and one of the Polito locations for the campus is a castle, thanks to the royal heritage that the city has. And as I was saying, Torino is also considered a green city thanks to the fact that we have lots of green spaces and parks inside the city. Few more pictures. On the lower part, you have the Po River, with lots of trees that in the picture are not green, are orange, because the picture was taken in autumn. But in spring and summer, it's very nice to see lots of green trees and boulevards and spots like where the nature is inside the city center. And then on the left you have one of the royal residences of the monarchy when Italy was a monarchy. Then on the top you have two examples of museums, because the Torino hosts the Egyptian Museum, which is the biggest Egyptian museum in Europe. And also, of course, Torino is the city of cars. It was the location where the former Stellantis was founded. Now it has been developed up to reaching the name of Stellantis, but still remains the city of cars. Another reason for choosing our city is that it is full of students, because there isn't only Politécnico di Torino in the city. There is also another university, which is called University of Torino, which is in charge of all the majors that are not engineering and architecture. So like humanities, medicine, economics, etc. And that contributes to the fact that there are lots of students in the city, and the city adjusted to the student needs. That's why you find lots of libraries, lots of study rooms. We have a university sports center that manages activities, sport activities for students. They have teams of different sport specialities. They also have facilities where you can practice sport, like to train yourself. You don't need to be part of a team. And they have lots of different activities and facilities. Of course, there are bars, clubs for your free time, because you are not always at the university studying. Then there are student canteens close to each campus. So not only close to Politécnico di Torino, but also close to other campus of the other university, and you can access them all. And of course, there are some halls of residencies throughout the city. Some are closer to the campus than others, but still in the center and very easy to reach at a reachable distance with the university. Some other pictures, libraries, an example of the free time, especially in spring, summer, when you go out and have a drink in one of the terraces that the bars and clubs have. Then on the lower part, you have an activity organized by the University Sports Center, and also study rooms inside Polito campus. Just a focus on how to find an accommodation. As I said, Torino is a student city. That's why there is a wide range of options to find accommodations. Polito is not a campus, as you may think in the US view, that we don't have the halls of residencies inside the campus. There are some halls of residencies that are private, are connected with the university, but are not owned by the university. These are just some examples of domains that are located close to Politécnico di Torino, but they are not the only way to find an accommodation. Normally, the majority of students also look for a private apartment, because there are lots of advertisements of private apartments, and it is the most used way to look for an accommodation. There are also groups outside those shown here in the slides. In the internet, it is easy to find some groups where there is the exchange of vacancies and people that are looking for an apartment. Then Torino hosts also few international events. They are spread all around the year. We start with the Biennale della Tecnologia, which is an event organized by Polito and created and invented by Polito. At first, it was just an on-campus event, but then thanks to the growth that faced during the years, it has become a city event. So also other buildings and other associations of the city become part of the organization of the event, and it is a specific event dedicated to technology, sustainability, to topics related to our university. Then we have a book fair that takes place every year in May, so it is about to begin. Then we have two music festivals. One is of jazz music and the other one is of electronic music. And then we have an art event. And also we have the film festival that takes place in autumn. The overview of Torino is concluded, so now we give you an overview of the campus first and then of the possibilities that Polito can offer you. Talking about the campus, as you see here on the left side of the screen, we are not located in a single building. So we always say that the campus is the city and the city is the campus, because there are different locations very well connected one each other. And as I was mentioning earlier, the School of Architecture is located in the Valentino Castle, which is royal residency of the time. Then we have the sustainability and design and sustainability campus. We have the specializing master campus, and then we have the main campus where the School of Engineering is located. If we are spread in the city, we are also spread in the region, because here on the top of the slide, you see the region of Piedmont, where Torino is located. And also inside our region, we have 3 other campuses. And then the 4th campus is located in Aosta Valley, which is a neighbor region that borders with Piedmont. And then, of course, we want to spread also all over the world, and we have a campus in Uzbekistan and a campus in China. Talking about some numbers, Polito course catalog is composed of more than 20 bachelor's degree programs and almost 30 Master of Science degree programs. The English offer is more focused on the Master of Science level, but also at the Bachelor of Science level, we have quite a few completely taught degree courses. Just to give you some numbers, every year we have more than 5,000 new students that compose a population of more than 35,000 students globally, talking like Bachelor, Master of Science, and PhD students. Among those, almost the 16% is international, and we have every year more than 900 incoming exchange students. So you can be one of those 900 next year. Country of origin, as you see from the slide, we cover almost all over the world, and students come from more than 100 countries in the world. Okay, so I have finished my part. Now I leave the word to Emilia, that is going to explain you the exchange opportunities that Polito will give you.
Thank you, Francesca. Yes, now we are going deeply a little bit on the possibilities of exchange mobility that you have at Politécnico di Torino. Let's start with the mobility offer. So this means that you are allowed, if you want to come to Polito just for attending courses for 1 semester. This can be done if you can choose by choosing some of the Master of Sciences that you can see listed in this slide. These Master of Sciences listed here are those which are included in the agreement between your home home university and Polito. So they are the Electrical and Master of Science in Electrical Engineering, Energy and Nuclear, Georesources and Geoenergy, Engineering and Management, and Environmental and Land. You can, of course, then, if you are interested, you go deeply inside each of these courses by looking at the course catalog that you can find by clicking on the course catalog words. There is a link to the specific programs. There are some specific requirements while you prepare your proposal of learning agreement if you decide to come at Polito for 1 semester of exchange. You will have to, while preparing your proposal of learning agreement, you will have to attend courses from the specific degree program of nomination and application, which is one of those listed in the slide before. You will have to choose at least 18 credits from that specific degree course. Once chosen these credits, of course, you are free to attend courses from different levels or other masters. So you can pick courses also from different degrees. If you decide to attend, of course, you can also decide to attend the final project at Politécnico. In this case, of course, the 18 credits requirement, there is not this specific requirement. Consider that we usually advise students to attend from 20 to 30 credits per semester of courses. If your mobility is just for attending courses, there are some specific language requirements that you have to respect. This is because, of course, you have to be able to attend and understand the lessons where you will have to go. So if you decide to attend some courses in Italian, you should have a B1 level of Italian. If you decide to attend courses in English language, you should have the B2 of English. Of course, you can decide to attend courses both in English and in Italian. In this case, you should have both B1 of Italian and B2 of English. This level is verified by your home university. You don't need to deliver us any official language certificate. For us, it is enough that your home university certifies while they nominate you. They have to just declare that you have that specific level so that you are able to attend courses at Politécnico in those specific languages. Now we can go deeply inside the double degree program. You are also allowed to do a double degree at Politécnico. This is quite different than just attending courses, because if you decide to attend a double degree program, it is in the end of the mobility, you will then obtain the degree of Politécnico and also the degree from your home university. So you will have to attend a specific study plan. So you will be enrolled this time in a specific Master of Science in Politécnico, and your graduation will be specific for that Master of Science. You will not have the possibility to attend courses from other Master of Sciences, as you may do if you decide to do a simple exchange and just attend courses. Inside the double degree program, well, you can decide to attend the Master of Science in Engineering and Management. This specific course is taught in English or is taught in Italian, so you can decide. And it is the study plan at Politécnico is of 3 semesters. So in order to obtain the degree, you will have to pass 64 credits of courses. This usually is done during your first year of mobility at Politécnico, and during your 3rd semester, which will be at your 2nd year of mobility, you will have to prepare a thesis of 30 credits. The beginning of the your mobility will be at the fall semester, which means on September, usually here in Politécnico. There are some specific academic requirements for your admission that usually are verified by your home university, because you have to be selected for the double degree. You should award a bachelor degree and also be enrolled in the Master of Science in Engineering, and also have a specific GPA, which you can find in this slide. If you decide to attend the double degree, as you will enroll at Politécnico in a specific degree course, you will be required to pay these external taxes. They are not Politécnico di Torino fees. It's just around 160 euro for the whole academic year. So you will be required to pay these fees for every year of enrollment, which if you do the double degree in time, so just the 3 semesters, they will be 2 years of enrollments. These fees are just funds that Politécnico has to deliver to other entities. So they cover the regional fee for the right to university study, the insurance, and also the tax stamp. The language requirement, there are some language requirements also if you decide to do the double degree, which in this case they are checked by Politécnico. If you decide to attend a Master of Science offered in Italian or partially in Italian and English, in order to be admitted, you should have the IELTS 5.5 for the English, for covering the English language requirement, and the PLIDA B1 or higher for covering the Italian language requirement. Of course, the IELTS and PLIDA, they are the main language certificates that Polito accepts, but they are not the only ones. If you check the links, where there is the little word here, you can, of course, find some equivalent certificates that Politécnico accepts too. If you decide to attend a Master of Science completely taught in English, in this case, in order to be admitted, you will have to have the IELTS 5.5 only. And before your graduation, so you have time during your mobility here, you have to pass the Italian language exam of 2nd level or obtain the PLIDA A2 certificate. So how can you apply for an exchange mobility at Politécnico? First of all, you should fulfill the requirements. So there should be an agreement for your specific degree course. You should be then selected by your home university that will also have to nominate you through our nomination tool. So we have a tool where we collect all our nominations. Once that you are nominated by your home university, you will also receive the instructions to fill in our application form, where you will be required to upload these specific documents: the passport, your transcript of records, which is the certificate of the exams that you have passed in your home university, and also the language certificate, English or Italian or both, according to the type of mobility of degree course you will attend, and of course, if you attend the double degree program. So you will have to fill in the application form that will be checked by our mobility board. And finally, after preparing the proposal of learning agreement, you will finally be accepted at Politécnico. Then, of course, there will be other procedures that we will explain you when you will complete the application form. In the link that you find below that previous slide, you can anyway have an idea of what the procedure will be. Just to have a look at the mobility timeline, if you decide to arrive at the fall semester, the nomination period is May. So this means that you will be required to fill in the application form around May and June. While if you decide to do a simple exchange and arrive in during the spring semester, the nomination period is in November, so during November, December, you will be required to fill in the application form and also do other procedures. Just to have a look at our academic calendar, usually courses start in the end of September until the mid of January. Then there is the exam session, which starts at the end of January until the end of February, and then the spring semester starts, so from the beginning of March to mid-June. Then there is another exam session between the end of June until the end of July, and finally there is also a recovery exam session, which is in September. That's the last possibility of doing an exam before the beginning of the next academic year. Politécnico di Torino also has a language center, which offers all international students some Italian language courses, which are of course free of charge, and they are also of different levels. So if you want to just improve your language, your Italian language knowledge, you are free to attend these courses, which also count 6 credits. If you are, of course, a double degree student, you have a more specific situation, which depends on the language of the degree program that you will attend at Politécnico. There are some key figures that you will meet during your mobility period, your mobility process, which starts from when you are nominated by your home university. First of all, it's our office, the International Mobility Unit. We are those that will support you as soon as you are nominated. So right before your arrival here, we will support you during the application process and also all the other steps until your arrival here. We will welcome you when you will arrive here, and we will, of course, stay with you during the whole period until the end of your mobility here. There is also an important key figure, which is your academic advisor, which is a Polito professor, the professor that will support you for the definition of your learning agreement, and that will also give you any advice in case of any academic doubt. Finally, last but not least, the mentor students. They are students like you that are doing the same experience that you will do, that will welcome you at your arrival, and that will also introduce you to the Polito and city life. There are also some added values of being an exchange student. Politécnico has, for example, a choir, which is called Polietnico. This choir is composed by students and professors, but also administratives of Politécnico. And it is called the Polietnico because they sing in many languages. So it is quite really nice it's a different way of living Politécnico, and we really advise you, if you have the possibility and if you like to sing, to join it. Then, of course, we will we organize for you welcome events that will give you the possibility to know all other exchange students. So that's really the first and most important occasion that you may have when you arrive here, to know other students. We also have the buddy system service. It is managed by the Erasmus Student Network Association. They are an association of students that welcomes students also, and it means to have a proper a mentor student which is dedicated to you, specifically to you. So it is also a nice way to start knowing our reality. We also have the team students. They are students that put in practice what they study. So it is also an alternative approach of how to study at Politécnico. In case you will need during your mobility you will need to talk to someone, or you have special some special requirements, we also have the special needs support and also the counseling service. All these, well, these boxes are, you can click on them. You can find more information about the services I am describing you now. And well, finally, we also, as Politécnico di Torino, this is a very active community, so Polito usually organizes cultural events. So it is also nice to attend the Polito life also by participating to these cultural seminar and scientific events too. Okay, well, I've finished the presentation. This is our last slide where there is our team. I am Emilia, Francesca is also here, and there is also Carol. We are all mobility coordinators, so we are the persons that you will get in contact if you decide to come at Politécnico. Our email address is in this slide, incoming.students@polito.it. So any doubt you may have, even if not today, during the next days or weeks, don't worry, write us, don't be shy. We will be really happy to know that you are interested, and we will be really happy to reply to your emails. Thank you.
Thank you, Emilia.
Thank you, Javier.
Thanks.
For this presentation. As you see, we have many opportunities with Polito, not only double degree, which is our main focus, but also we have international mobility, which some of you may not know. So I'll leave you already the email, incoming.students@polito.it, so the students can send you some questions maybe. For sure, they will arrive. No sé si hay alguna pregunta por parte de ustedes, chicos. Alguien que tenga alguna duda puede levantar su mano y hacérsela directamente a Emilia y Francesca. ¿Alguna duda que tengan respecto a la presentación?
Yo tengo una duda, pero más que
Fíjate.
con la presentación, es tema como técnico. Si deseo postular al doble grado que empieza en septiembre, ¿a quién debo comunicarme internamente?
Conmigo.
Ah, ok.
A mí me puede ser, cualquier duda que sea con la nominación interna, me preguntan a mí. Te voy a dejar también el correo por el chat.
Muchas gracias.
Nada. José Muñoz, se va a hacer la pregunta, ¿cuál tiene que ser en inglés?
Hello. My question is, any possibilities of scholarships to apply to the university?
Well, the fact that you don't pay tuition fees, even if you don't perceive it as a scholarship, it can be considered as a financial aid, because normally local students have to pay from 2,000 and 2,060 and 600 euros per year. And then you just pay 161 euros every year if you fulfill the academic requirements on time. So this is just a financial aid that indirectly you receive. We used to have part-time jobs dedicated to double degree students, so we hope to be able to resume them, because during COVID we stopped this job because we didn't have the possibility to have students working in present at our desks. But now we are slowly resuming the in-presence activities, so hopefully next year the part-time jobs will be still in place, and it is a good way to have a little job and to gain some money. yeah, basically these are the two options that you can benefit. You have the benefit of the lowest price at the canteen, because normally students pay the full meal according to the price, and it is up to €7 every meal. But incoming exchange students have the possibility to pay the smallest fare, which is €1.80 or €2. So it is also another good discount that you can benefit, even if it is not a scholarship. But these are benefits that you can still have even if you don't receive a scholarship given by Polito. Then we don't know if your home university can support you in some way, but this has to be referred to Javier.
Yeah, Francesca, that discount in meals is like a card they have to present for incoming students, or?
No, the card is given to everybody, and it is not just for the canteen. The card is given to be identified as a Polito student, because it is also used for exams, for entering the facilities. It's just their student number that will be given as a Polito student will be associated with the fact that they are exchange students, and consequently they pay the lowest price.
Right.
Thank you.
I just wanted to,
Go.
Sorry, Javier. No, I just wanted, because we didn't mention it during the presentation, that if students decide to do a simple mobility, they don't have to pay any fee, neither the 160. The 160, they are only for double degree students.
That was I was going to say right now. No tenemos beca directamente con el Politécnico de Torino, pero lo que hay es esta especie de descuento. En el fondo, ustedes no tienen que pagar la matrícula correspondiente, que sería más de 2.000 euros. 2.000 euros al año que se están ahorrando. Solo tienen que pagar ese fee de 160 euros, creo, al año, una vez, y con eso está. O sea, parte del acuerdo que tenemos con el Politécnico es justamente ahorrarse ese dinero, que son más de 2 millones de pesos, así que es considerado prácticamente como una especie de beca, entre comillas, que es más un descuento que una beca, pero en el fondo es lo que logramos para que ustedes puedan irse con este programa de doble grado. José.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm in the subway, so I don't know if there's any problem. If I did the exame di Stato here in Chile, because I studied in an Italian school, do I need to make some kind of a new exam for language?
Check the link specific for the Italian language requirements, because there are some exceptions if you want to study in Italian, of course, and also if you need to pass the Italian language exam during your double degree period. So check the exceptions, because if you have studied in an Italian school, you shouldn't be exempted from doing an Italian language exam for your fulfillment of the language requirement.
If you want, you can send us by email the PDF of the diploma you got, and we can check it for you, and we can tell you exactly if it is acceptable or not.
Like this, yeah. Si tienen algún diploma especial de italiano, por ejemplo, se lo pueden enviar directamente a Emilia o a Francesca para que lo revisen en ese caso. Si estudiaron en alguna escuela italiana o algo así, se lo pueden enviar a ellas para ver si corresponde efectivamente. Any more questions? I think we're good. Basically, the whole information was pretty clear, so I guess like everyone was understanding everything you said. So it's good. Well, I think and you're here just in case you have more questions. You can send it to the email to them or with us aquí en la FIC as well. Sería el segundo semestre de quinto año. Sí, Nicolás, comenzaría el segundo semestre, que es el décimo. El décimo semestre, semestre par, por ende se tiene aquí el segundo semestre allá, ¿sí? Que sería como el primer semestre en Torino. ¿Sí?
Una pregunta.
Estamos al revés. José, sí.
¿Tengo que seguir pagando la universidad aquí en Chile mientras esté allá?
No, porque tú congelas. Tú congelas y se detienen los pagos, te vas y solo pagas lo correspondiente en Torino. Son 260 euros.
Ah, perfecto. Perfecto. Gracias.
De nada. More questions? Okay, good. I think we're done. Thank you so much, Emilia, Francesca, to be here. If you have more questions, you can always send us to our email in case. And we're talking afterwards. Maybe we'll do more talks, more informative talks in the future. So definitely we will have more chances to get to know more about Torino and all the facilities you have there.
Okay.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
we will be really glad to host your students. We will of course share with you the presentation, so you can share it with the interested students too. Thank you very much, Javier, and also the students for attending this meeting.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
We hope to see you in Torino.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we send all these students to Torino. In the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice
Thank
day.
you. Have a nice
Bye.
day. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.